So how do I believe that I'm a leader if sometimes your circumstances may not look like it? You may look at yourself and say, I'm just a college student. How can I be a leader? How am I going to run a multi-million-dollar corporation? Or how am I going to actually make my dream become a reality? How am I a leader? Don't look at yourself as you think you are. Look at yourself as you are destined to be, as who you can evolve to. See yourself what others can't see in you, and see in others what others can't see in themselves. Don't look at the next man next to you based on what they have right now. If they're a broke college student, don't look at that. You're a fool. Even if they're mean and whatever, don't look at that. You're a fool if you look at them as they are. Look at them as they will be. In this room sits the next greatest church surgeon, the next greatest doctor. In this room, one of the best speakers in the world. But you don't see it. Not yet. But what if I looked at you? What do you want to be when you grow up? You're already up. What do you want to be? Like, what do you want to be?
A business owner.
A business owner. Okay. Hey, one day we could be good business partners. What do you want to be?
CEO of a hospital.
CEO of a hospital? You know, I'm actually in healthcare. I really like healthcare. I have an idea of doing this tech thing with healthcare. I'd really love to stay in contact with you. That'd be pretty dope. Maybe in the future we could do something pretty dope together. We could have a partnership or something. Thank you for sharing your light. Hey, what do you want to do?
I want to be a lawyer and a federal judge.
You know, I'm gonna need your assistant in the future. You're pretty good. Federal judge and lawyer? Okay. Can I get your number right quick? That's it. Everybody in this room is the next generation of leaders, and are leaders right now. But in your mind's eye, you don't see it because you see what's in front of you, but you're not seeing what's at the end. All right, if you're ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, I was going to have a PowerPoint, but I don't like PowerPoints. You guys go to school enough, so I said I'm going to skip the PowerPoints. If you'd like to keep some of the things I'm going to say, because I'm not only sharing from me and my heart, I'm actually sharing from the source, God. Sometimes when you let yourself open, you get new ideas, new ways of saying things, and I usually, afterwards, I take them, I'm like, oh, this is really good, let me apply that in my own life. So I'm still applying everything I'm saying and learning. Okay, so today, we are talking about how to lead yourself so you can lead others. Now, what does it mean to lead yourself? Anybody have an idea what that is? How to lead yourself?
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline? Getting yourself to do the things you don't want to necessarily? Any other outtakes? Choosing to do what you want to do. Yes?
Listening to your first mind.
Listening to your first mind. Oh, I got to write those down. You see, they're giving me nuggets. Right? Listen to your first mind, self-discipline, and choosing what you want to do. I put that leading yourself. When I looked up the word in the dictionary, I said the word lead, what does it mean? It says to hold yourself, to hold an animal by the hand and walk them towards a destination. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful definition. Why don't I apply that to how to lead yourself in a way that applies to human beings? So I decided to come up with my own definition. It said to hold yourself by the hand as you grow through life, moving towards a worthy goal or ideal. To hold yourself by the hand. If I'm telling you to hold yourself, what does that mean? It means that there are multiple people that's inside of you, right? Now, you might say, I'm not bipolar, Ed. I don't have multiple people inside of me. What are you talking about? Well, have you ever wanted to do something really badly, but you seem to be your own worst enemy every time that you try to do it? It's almost like you lost leadership of your life yourself. You don't even understand what's going on. And you have no one to blame but yourself. So you're fighting with two demons. The demon of you, not the demon, you're fighting with the angel of your dreams and the ghost of your limiting actions. So you have to work between two things every single day. So I literally got to wake up in the morning. I'm like, okay, Ed, we're getting up today. Let me hold yourself. Let me hold your hand right there. Yo, you didn't tie your shoes, bro. Tie your shoes. Get yourself together. I have to do that all the time. One major way I found to do that is by taking account. So I have these things called these journals. I spoke at a high school once, and I told them that you can write your history, or you can let the things that you've missed be your history. History is his story or her story. That's how I like to look at it. History is his story. It's your story. So everyone here is making history. Everyone is making history right now. This is a historical moment. Okay, so the next thing is, what does it mean to lead others? Anybody have some outtake on what that means? Leading others? Yes, ma'am?
Something bigger than yourself.
Bigger than yourself.
Those around you.
I love that. Yes, ma'am?
Being able to take criticism.
Criticism. That's a good one. Straight from the self-help book. Yes.
Others learn to lead themselves.
Helping others believe in themselves.
Learn to lead themselves.
Learn to lead themselves. How helping them?
Mostly by example.
By example. By leading yourself. Okay. So we're going to go through it. So I put that is to join and hand in head with others with the mission of achieving a worthy goal, task, or building a dream. So you're holding hand and singing kumbaya, and you're moving forward towards a specific mission. And no one is bigger or little. Everyone is just a part of the puzzle, right? So the next question I want to ask you is, what is the difference between a leader and a follower? The difference between a leader and a follower. Anybody have answers to that one? A leader is just an intelligent follower. I like that because it's very similar to what I put down. It's very similar. They go hand in hand. A follower is both a leader, and a leader is both a follower. Everyone is doing a little bit of both. And I'll talk to you more about what I meant by that. And nothing I say, make sure everything that you get from this comes from the product of your own conclusion. Not mine, not my beliefs, not my ideals, not my definitions, but yours. What I am just doing, I'm like a jumper cable, jump starting the battery of your mind to think a little bit differently about what leadership really is. Anybody else has a difference between leadership and follower? All right, so a leader, yes?
A leader is the one that, a follower follows the leader. The leader is the one telling, the leader is the one deciding what to do.
A leader is the one deciding what to do, and the follower always follow you. Okay?
Not always, but in this situation. A follower and a leader can switch momentarily, but in a moment, there's a leader and there's a follower.
Okay. Yes?
Leaders learn from followers, and followers facilitate leaders.
Leaders learn from followers, and followers facilitate leaders. Okay. No definition is incorrect. It's just a different perspective. Yes?
So I like to think of myself as both a follower and a leader. When I feel like that, let's say I'm in a group project and nothing's getting done, I know when to step up and become the leader. But if I feel like someone else can lead us better than I can, then I'll follow them.
Okay. I like that one. So what if I said everyone in here is a leader? Who believes me? Okay, so half of you don't believe me. So I'm here too. That's my mission here, is to make you believe me. So I put that a leader is a follower that discovered their inner power and improved their self-image as a result of a role shift, a desire, or a gift. A role shift, a desire, or a gift. You discovering your inner power and your improvement of your self-image because of a role shift. Oh, now you're president, so you're like, oh, I have to step up. And then you're like, oh, I'm actually a leader. I had no idea. There had to be a role shift to occur for you to actually take a look inside of you to say, oh, I can actually lead people. I'm actually good at this. I have good emotional intelligence. I understand what others are going through, and I'm able to So a leader then becomes just a follower that discovered what they had within themselves already. So a leader didn't go out to a leadership conference and became a leader. A leader went to a leadership conference and recognized their internal leadership, their internal power. And a follower is a leader that haven't discovered something worth moving towards. So if you don't have an ideal of where you want to go, you're not going to take the action steps to lead yourself to do the things necessary to be there. So then you become a follower because of ignoring. Following and leading is the main factor that differentiates a follower versus a leader is recognition, recognizing what you possess already. So let's get started. Now we got all them questions out the way. I wrote some notes. So we went through all this. So I want you to think about yourself. Are you a leader or are you a follower? Where is your destination? Where you're destined? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? And what do you want to accomplish? So everyone possesses the spirit of leadership. I'm reminded of Dr. Miles Monroe, and he talked about how when the Lord bestowed everyone on the Creator, he put us here as managers with the spirit of leadership, the spirit of the Creator inside of us. So literally, we're managers of the planet Earth. If we wasn't here, things will pile up, the sidewalks would be, everything would be messed up. Without our being on this planet, if we wasn't even here to consume certain things would go out of whack. So we play a pivotal role in our ecosystems because we're good managers. We're managers of our environment. But most importantly, we have to be good managers of ourselves. Because remember when they say that you can't change the world unless you change yourself. So unless you begin to change yourself, your vision of yourself, your perspective of yourself, you'll never be able to get there. So now in order for me to convince myself that I can do this, that I can be here, that I can speak, that I can talk to my youth that maybe see me, I just saw you in class last night, bro. Or like, you just asked me to swipe you to the calf the other day. Like, so how do I believe that I'm a leader if sometimes your circumstances may not look like it? You may look at yourself and say, I'm just a college student. How can I be a leader? How am I going to run a multi-million-dollar corporation? Or how am I going to actually make my dream become a reality? How am I a leader? Here's the next thing you have to look. Don't look at yourself as you think you are. Look at yourself as you are destined to be. That's who you can evolve to. Actually, I had a better quote than that. I say, see yourself what others can't see in you, and see in others what others can't see in themselves. And this is the next exercise. If you guys change this one mentality right now, the next 3 or 4 years of your life, of your college, is going to be really well. And it's going to be an investment into your future. Because I've had 6 years already, so I've invested 6 years of college into my repertoire of knowledge and experiences. And what I learn is, don't look at the next man next to you based on what they have right now. If they're a broke college student, don't look at that. You're a fool. Even if they're mean and whatever, don't look at that. You're a fool if you look at them as they are. Look at them as they will be. In this room sits the next greatest surgeon, the next greatest doctor. In this room, one of the best speakers in the world. But you don't see it. Not yet. But what if I looked at you? What do you want to be when you grow up? You're already up. What do you want to be? Like, what do you want to be?
A business owner.
A business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, one day we could be good business partners.
Right.
Hey, what do you want to be?
CEO of a hospital.
CEO of a hospital? You know, I'm actually in healthcare. I really like healthcare. I have an idea of doing this tech thing with healthcare. I'd really love to stay in contact with you. That'd be pretty dope. Okay. Maybe in the future we could do something pretty dope together. We could have a partnership or something. Thank you for sharing your light. Hey, what do you want to do?
I want to be a lawyer and then a federal judge.
You know, I'm gonna need your assistant in the future. You're pretty good. Okay, a judge and lawyer. Okay. Can I get your number right quick? That's it. Everybody in this room is the next generation of leaders, and are leaders right now. But in your mind's eye, you don't see it because you see what's in front of you, but you're not seeing what's at the end. Some people are here gonna graduate, and they're gonna be on TV, and you're gonna be like, oh, I knew that guy. And you wanted to be on TV. And you took the same multimedia class and you sat next to him every day. And you never said a word to that person. That person is the next person that could have gave you that opportunity. Right? So I'm going to close that in and saying that I experience this all the time, and it gets me frustrated, not because of like what I want, but because of what's possible. I host a talk show. I started hosting a talk show at RLTV in 2017 when I just interviewed people and I just bring them in and have a conversation with them. And I said, before I leave campus, I'm going to have 100 people that I've interviewed. 100 people. I said, that's a worthy goal. So I started interviewing people every week, and it was just playing in the dorms and on the YouTube channel. So one day somebody came to me and he said, listen, guy, I think you could be on Island TV. There's a TV channel. I think you'd be a great fit. So I was like, let me look into that. I think I can do it. So I started calling them every day for about 30 days. And in 2 months, there's a month that I stopped calling them, but a month late. So within 2 months, the dude called me back and he was like, yeah, we want to put your show on the network. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. So I was like, I was on TV from the beginning when nobody was watching in the dorms, but now it's in TV in 14 various islands, including Miami, and it's on multiple different stations. So that's a stepping stone, right? So, and I'm able to empower the world by sharing someone else's story, someone else's light. And I like to interview people who are in the process, because I know I can see talent before the talent can see themselves. So I'm like, you're going to do great things. Let me share your story now so that somebody right now in this stage can learn what you're going to do. But I came into a conundrum when I walked into Our TV and the other staff that were working there, and they had all the skill sets that I needed, because now I want to build a network to empower the world to take a holistic approach to life. That's one of my big dreams. And I was like, listen, guys, we could build something great here. You all have talents. I have the show. There's a vision. It's already on a network. Let's build it. How many of you want to join the team? How many people do you think was serious about it? 0. I was like, if Oprah came to you today and said that you had an opportunity to be part of Oprah Winfrey Show, would you take that opportunity or would you give it away? I'm not gassing my head here. I'm not being arrogant, but I'm just dreaming big. Please allow me to dream big. Always tell your friends, please allow me to dream big. Can you say to the person right next to you, say, please allow me to dream big. But listen, there's a second part. I don't mean to be rude, but I already allowed myself. Let's remember that one. That's it. That's it. So I was like, listen, if you could have an opportunity to be part of Google in the beginning, would you want to be in it 20 years later, or would you want to be in it at the beginning? At the beginning, right? But how many of your friends came with a business idea, and what did you tell them? I don't think that's going to happen. That's not good. I'm going to do my own stuff. You haven't even thought about hosting a business. Somebody come with a business idea and they say, you have a great artistic skill. I want to make you the marketing genius. Let's join together and build this company. Join together and build this company. And you're like, I don't know. 10 years later, they become Microsoft and Google. I've read all the books. I've seen all the stories. A lot of people missed out. There was a guy from, was it IBM? Steve Jobs and Wozniak came to him and he was like, listen, we want you to be part of it. And he was like, nah, I'm just going to keep working at IBM. I don't think y'all going to make it. Dude had a chance to be at Apple. He'd been a multi-millionaire. Right now, he's not a millionaire. He haven't even made that much money because he missed out on the opportunity. So give yourself an opportunity to see yourself greater and see your peers greater than they are. That's the first pivotal component of leadership, is to see someone greater as they are, see them as they could be, because they'll give you the best version of themselves. So that's the attitude. Belief about yourself, your attitude towards your role. Maybe it's your organization, maybe it's in your class, maybe it's a business, whatever it is. Your attitude about it has to be correct. So you have to have this mindset of that I'm capable to do this. You're not an imposter now. You're a poster child of what is to, you're a poster child of what resiliency gives. You're not an imposter. You're a poster child of what resiliency gives. I came with a better definition of success. Because sometimes I look at my life and I'm like, well, I'm so successful, but I'm not successful in the eyes of others like that. So I'm like, how can I be so internally successful, but not successful? Then I thought about it and I realized, there it is. You achieve inner success. And your journey is to share enough of your light so that people can recognize it and they could classify it as societal success. Internal success is the success you already have. Some of you already have the knowledge to do the things you want to do. You already have the ambition to drive the creativity. You can improve, you can get better, you can grow, you can become stronger. But however, you've already achieved a level of success. So what if you took your entire life and said, I'm a powerful being, I have a glimpse of the manual, so I'll use some of these steps right now that I know, and I will start to foster my internal success by thinking positive about myself, having an attitude that's growing me rather than limiting me. They call that the growth mindset, that maybe I can do it, maybe there is a possibility, maybe I can lead this team, maybe we can have this thing become a reality. So your attitude about life have to evolve. The second one is your aptitude. And that's the internal power, the unlimited power that I told you that resides inside of you. Your aptitude means your natural ability to do something, which means you have the spirit of leadership within you. You were born to lead the planet. There's a lion and there's an eagle. Now the creator identifies with both the lion and the eagle because of their self-image. I've seen all of these wild, I just like watching them. I see the lion, like, here's how they walk. They're just like, and they look around. And then all the animals just, they're ready to make a move out the way of the lion is ready to make a move in. The lion sees an elephant. He's like, the elephant is like, he sees a freaking zebra. I saw a lion put down a zebra. Or I saw a lion put down a giraffe. I'm like, yo, you see that neck? Dude is like, I'm about to get you. The lion has this self-image that he can do it. So nothing stops him. The gift to the lion was not strength. It was not size. It was not speech. It was not ability. It was belief. God gave the lion the greatest gift on the earth, belief. He believes it, so he became the king of the jungle. But who knows who's in charge of the lion? Who's in charge of the lion? Who? We're in charge of the lion. Can you believe that though? Can you believe that the lion will walk up to you and he'll be like, and you'll be like, but guess what? You're stronger than the lion. If you just stood still and maybe took out a stick, the lion would be like, I don't know what tool this guy got. Let me run out. The lion is more scared of you. The wild lions are actually scared of humans unless they've been, bombarded by those tourists in Africa, and then they got used to them over time. But normally, just being a human being makes you so powerful that a lion is afraid of you. And you mean to tell me that you can't handle the stresses of life that diminishes your ability to lead, that you think diminishes your ability to lead? If you can be control of a lion, you can be control of your mind. If you can take control of a lion, you can take control of your life and your beliefs, and you can dream bigger than yourself. See? That's why I've written down a vision statement. So I want you to write this down. When you get home today, write yourself a vision statement. Where do I want to be in the next 5 years? Like, where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to see? What do I want to do? And write yourself a mission statement. What is the worthy goal or ideal that I would want to go towards? Now, your mission will evolve. Find something that you see that pisses you off, that you understand, why is nobody doing anything about this? And do it yourself. What is it that pisses you off that you're wondering, why is nobody doing anything about this? And do it yourself and make it your mission. Don't be like, my mission is to get a job. Don't do that. Don't employ yourself before you get employment. Deploy yourself to get employment. Deployment, not employment. Deploy your gifts and abilities and talents to the world. Just share them in the way that they can at the stage that you can. I used to start doing this by doing Instagram videos, and I still do. But eventually I got better and I decided to go out in front of people. So deploy yourself before you get employed. And when you do that, when you deploy yourself before you get employed, your altitude goes up. So we talked about your attitude, your aptitude, and your altitude. So now you're higher. Now you see yourself with other eagles. Now you're sitting down across somebody that's just like, oh, he's a millionaire. I was sitting down interviewing a multimillionaire, and I was like, oh, how you doing? And this dude was just like a regular dude. The more I was like speaking down with like authors, writers, speakers, multimillionaires, and I was like, oh, like, yo, you just a regular dude. You have the same story as me. I'm like, okay, I got it. I can do it too, right? So your altitude starts to change. Now you start to be around more eagles. So now the attributes, the soft skills. Now that's the most important things in leadership. That's a whole different workshop and seminar. You have to work on your soft skills. Now, I'm going to give you one quick tip because we're running out of time. To work on your soft skills, become soft. Being soft is not a bad thing. Some people think like I have to be hard. No, you gotta be soft and you gotta be smooth like water. Less disease. Stagnation in health and wellness means close to death. Movement and flow and ease and peace and tranquility is true power. So what pisses you off more than when somebody responds to you negatively, when they don't respond, or respond very calmly when you're upset? Hey man, I expected a great workshop today. You did a horrible job. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but it was a pleasure for me to share all these things I had in my heart all this time. I hope one day you can be just like me. Power. That's power. Become soft. That's how you gain soft skills. Understanding. So I wrote a couple of things down. So to be understanding, take control of yourself and your emotions. Go from defensiveness to understanding. Don't seek to be right. Seek to get on the same page. Now, everybody want to be right. And I found out the best way to start an argument is to make two rights. Then you go two different directions. You're like, holy crap, where are you going? I guess to make a right and make a left. And then you're going in two directions. You'll be like, oh, I'm right, and I left you now. Left you in the past. With an idea, you never really accomplish anything. The goal is to move forward, not to split apart. So don't try to defend yourself. Try to defend maybe the idea. Maybe you can share the idea in a different way, but you're not necessarily defending it like this is definite. So instead of being defensive, understand. Don't seek to be right, seek to be on the same page. Attack the problem and not the person. Attack the problem and not the person. The reason why I say that is because oftentimes people may act a certain way towards you and you think it's because they don't like you, but it's just because they're just having an issue in a certain area. But what if you could be more compassionate and be like, oh, so you didn't make it right. We had an e-board meeting. You didn't come. What's wrong with you? I was like, I'm sorry, my car broke down, and or maybe I'm sorry I woke up late because I didn't set up my alarm. Instead of saying, why are you always waking up late for? You could be like, oh, okay. I see you do have a very busy schedule. Your schedule is very jam-packed. So I wouldn't blame you because your schedule is packed. This is just how it is. This is life. I've been through it. Relate. Oh, okay. So, next time maybe you could be a little bit more cautious because, we were depending on you to give the presentation at the e-board meeting. And maybe if you came on time, we'd be able to go a little farther. So maybe don't even give a suggestion like that. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to say to them, but be more compassionate. Attack the problem. You could say that, oh, how can we work around this problem with your schedule, right? So attack the problem and not the person. And another one that I had for you is that let's go do it. I love to use this one statement. Let's do it. I'm a personal trainer. I train people. I train clients. So often, instead of saying, oh, you're going to go eat this food, I usually be like, let's go run. Let's go work out. I'd be like, we're doing this. Inclusiveness is the best way to get people to join your ship. Leadership is like a ship. Lead her ship. So I'm going to talk about leading yourself. It's like leading the ship of what I call Mother Nature. The reason why I say her, because I like her and Mother Nature. So lead her ship. Lead the ship of Mother Nature properly, which is you. You're the result of what God has bestowed upon you. So therefore, lead your ship well. Lead your ship towards a specific direction with passion, with care, with the right attitude, and then invite others to join your ship. Be like, oh, hop on board on this ship. Let's go towards this direction. Let's sail the waves. It will be hard, but let's do it. Let's try it anyways. Let's go for it. Let's try to achieve it. Let's have a powerful word. Everyone is included, not just yourself. But but switch from let's to I when you need to take responsibility. Don't put the responsibility on everyone when it's your fault. Say, I messed up. Don't say we messed up when you know you messed up. Let's and I. So I'm going to conclude really soon. So, like I said, how to lead yourself so you can lead others. Leadership is inherent in the human spirit, which means you were born with it. It's within your program. Leadership is self-discovering. It's discovering what's inside of you. It's finding out that you are strong enough to be able to go through this thing called life, taking yourself by the hand, helping others, holding hands with others for a specific vision, a specific goal, a specific dream. Leadership is self-direction, directing yourself towards a specific path, working every day. Leadership is self-manifestation, manifesting your gifts, your talents, your abilities. I didn't get to talk too much about that, but manifestation. Like I said, success is manifesting what's inside of you, and the more you manifest it, the more others see it, and the more they want to give you exposure. So leadership is self-exposure. Expose yourself to the world. Expose your positive qualities. Expose your gifts. Expose your ideas, and you'll be surprised what comes back. You get a beautiful picture called your life. Exposure. Work in the exposure of the camera lens of your mind's eye to see bigger than you can see now, to understand that the person next to you is going to be greater than they are now, so you'll be able to see differently. So these are the last questions I'm going to leave with you as everyone is hurrying to get out of here. The first question I want you to think about is, who are you? Who am I? That's your identity. Who am I really? What is my purpose on this planet? Who am I? Where am I from? Some of you may think heritage, what country I came from. But where am I really from? What's my true origin? Who's this powerful being that I derived from? Why am I here? That's your purpose. That's the goal, the vision that's going to pull you, the anchor that's going to pull you towards the future, to have a worthy ideal so that you can get on the ship through leadership towards that goal. Where am I going? That's your destiny. Destiny is created by what you think is worth living for. So where do you want to go? And what can I do? That's your potential. What is your potential? What can I possibly do? What can I do to fulfill my mission in life? To make my vision statement become a reality? What can I do? Every day ask yourself this question. What can I do today to become a better leader? What can I do today to become more self-aware? What can I do today to be more empowering and holding myself by the hand every day to actually get that ship get the ship to the sand. Get the ship from the middle of the ocean to your destination. So when you do that, what can I do? Ask yourself these questions. See yourself as a leader. And understand this one fact. You have unlimited power within you. You have the ability to do more than you could ever begin to understand. But first, you have to believe it before you can achieve it. You have to believe it before you can achieve it. And until you do that, the world will forever miss all your talents, all your gifts, all the great things that you have to offer. It'll miss this speech. It'll miss this current. It'll miss a piece of history. Will be gone because you didn't do your part. So remember, do your part. Thank you. But before, don't go yet, guys. So we gotta do two things. Please, guys, it's literally gonna take a couple more minutes. Just please stay. We have to do this for self-assessment, but I want everybody to pull out your phone. Right? Pull out your phone and follow me on Instagram. No, there's another part we have to do. I'm waiting for it to pull up. Wait,
There's also a link in the OWL guide.
Oh, you guys got the link. Okay. There's also the link in the OWL guide. Okay. So my Instagram is CEO Ambitionist. CEO Ambitionist, and be sure to also accomplish this thing right here. I do not. I should have. I don't have one. But if you follow me on Instagram, you have my business card or Facebook. CEO Ambitionist. CEO.
Oh.
Like Chief Executive Officer.
I just have a quick question.
Yes.
So I'm a poet. Like I self-published a book, but I'm working on some other projects. I'm just curious. as to like how to get more exposure. Like,
You come on my show. You go on other shows. You go on podcasts.
okay.
You start going to conferences and stuff, and just meet other speakers and poets. Open mics. I had a friend. She hosts these little open mic events.
Wow.
All these things. You just get yourself out there, and you keep like on the next leverage.
Yeah, I would love to come on your show if you
Yeah, I'd love to have you.
Okay, so I'll find you on Instagram and I'll send you a message.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
CEO, your ambition.
CEO and then ambition with the IST at the end.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. Yes.
First, I want to introduce myself. I'm Edouard. I also have a business too. It's a clothing brand.
Oh, CEO ambitionist.
It's clothing with a concept, so like each piece has a different meaning. I like to
Yeah, most definitely, bro.
explain them to you.
Things are going good. We actually started the hardware meeting.
So I'm all about like we're about to like honestly believe God like made this happen. Talking, you share your life, I share my life.
I can tell, bro.
So this first piece,
I saw you guys sent last night an email, right?
this kind of represents a mountain. Through pain, adversity, sorrows, I live. And then the back it says every power has a rise and a fall. And by the adversity, what I learned is that scientists can explain the origins of life, like what happens during life, but they can't explain why. In my belief, it's God, and that's very complex. So that's kind of what I'm portraying with this abstract picture.
No, that's dope.
I appreciate it. This next picture, I'm not sure if you could see these pictures on here, but long story short, people of color have been systematically suppressed through different times in history. And with this, I'm saying you try to put fear in us, I live. You try to put us in bondage, I live. You try to kill us, your community, you and I live. So that's really my message to inspire people.
That's dope, bro. Let's I got your card, bro. I want to do like a segment on you. I'm trying to do more like stuff on students and segments. So let's connect some more.
Yeah, I was. My really reason was to come to ask you if you could be my mentor, really, because
Bro, we're done. It's done, bro.
yeah, I get your number and.
Do you know that you're also gonna be my mentor? That's how it works, bro.
Yeah, really and truly.
Just finished presenting.
I mentor my teacher who teaches me. And I don't really, he's the one, I never tell him I'm mentoring him in this state. But like if there's like a media thing that he's doing, I'm like, hey, let's look at it from a different way. You know what I mean? So everybody mentors each other.
Like also the stuff that you're showing in the beginning, because I do a morning routine, so I'm looking at implementing that in the routine definitely.
It's me, it's Edward. Just look for, do that one.
All right.
All right, bro.
Yeah, so that's me. I'll send you a text and we'll definitely get together.
All right, for sure, bro.
All right.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This was very inspirational talk. Thank you. I have difficulty self-promoting, but I'm going to try. I'm a leader on campus, and I'm actually, with some of my friends, starting a movement against rape culture. So our first action is actually this Monday, and I don't know, just wanted to connect with you.
What time is it?
I believe we're starting. We don't have like a specific time because so many people are unavailable, even though they express interest. But then it's like you said, like the commitment isn't there. So, but I think it's sometime between 11 and 1. We're gonna do something in the breezeway.
Okay,
It's gonna be really great.
I love to stop by.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Did you connect with me on
I
social
followed
yet?
your Instagram.
Okay.
So it's gender_role, and then that's me.
I'd love to be part of it.
Yeah.
We'll stay connected. I'll send you a DM.
All right.
Shoot me a DM too.
Okay. Yes, for
All
sure.
right.
All right. Thanks
Nice
so
to
much.
meet you.
And Tai Chi was awesome.
Oh yeah, I want to do like more of it. I do it all the time. So I always do it by like if you ever see me doing it, just join me. I'll show you.
All right. Awesome.
All right?
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job. Yes,
Made me
very,
think.
very inspirational. Like, yeah. I'm not surprised, but
No,
yeah.
it's okay.
You did a great job.
Thank you. That's a good little fire. The show, it's going good, but I'm trying to. I'm working on making it interesting. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting. Trust me. 50 minutes I talk to somebody is pretty interesting, but I'm looking to make it more dynamic, more relatable to us, youth. You know what I mean? You ever seen like the talk shows, how there's different dynamics to it, different segments? I'm looking to bring it more like that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So.
I like
your points that you're giving. It made me think. I was just like, wow, like a new perspective of me looking at it. It's like, this is cool. Just want to check if you want. Good job.
Oh yeah, I do want it. Thank you, ladies.
Have a good day. Oh.
Gotta speak.
Here you are.
Yes, thanks.
You're welcome.
This is like a big accomplishment. I made it to Ireland.
That's great. Oh, did you record it?
Yeah, I recorded mine.
Right.
Let me do some more recording. iLead conference. As you can see, guys, finally made it out to iLead. Just gave a presentation, one of the many presentations to come, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this here today and make a difference. How to lead yourself so you can lead others. I've just finished up doing this presentation. I had an amazing time with some great people. It empowered me, inspired me to do this more, go farther, and exchange my wisdom, knowledge, and thoughts for this feeling called the feeling of being in your purpose. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you on the other side of greatness.